They say war is an ugly business. It's true, unless, of course, you're a businessman, in which case war is great business.
The real money's in actual wars between countries.
And who knows that better than the West? They have waged war all over the world, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in North Africa. And now a new theater has emerged, Ukraine.
Every day there's people shooting each other. You know what I do when I see that? I look to see what guns they're using and I think to myself, why not my guns?
The Pentagon says this latest package is suited to the evolving battle situation in Ukraine. Listen in.
And while the biggest arms dealer in the world is your boss, the President of the United States, who ships more merchandise in a day than I do in a year.
The latest example is Ukraine. Joe Biden has unveiled another weapons package for them. Guess how much it's worth? $1 billion. Put together, America's military assistance has topped $9.8 billion, almost $10 billion.
Sometimes it's embarrassing to have his fingerprints on the guns. Sometimes he needs a freelancer like me to supply forces he can't be seen supplying.
But tonight we're not focusing on the announcement, we're focusing on the deliveries. How many of these weapons actually end up in Ukrainian hands?
How many Kalashnikovs do you have?
40,000.
Is that a 4? Doesn't look like a 4 to me. Looks more like a 1.
Their report says only 30 to 40% of US weapons end up with Ukraine's army. The rest, quite literally, gone with the wind.
No, it's a 4.
It's whatever we say it is, because no one else will know the difference.
Former Soviet states are hotbeds of illegal arms trade. And yes, for once, the Hollywood stereotype is true. If these weapons escape Ukraine, they could end up in that market.
There's no place in gun running for politics anymore, Simeon. I sell to leftists and rightists. I sell to pacifists, but they're not the most regular of customers.
Terrorists could buy them, separatists could buy them. So why isn't the US more proactive about tracking them?
Of course, you're not a true internationalist until you've supplied weapons to kill your own countrymen.
The US is driven only by profits. They don't care if their weapons win the war as long as they make money. We're talking about a global recession by the end of this year, but clearly the weapons industry is not affected.
There's nothing more expensive for an arms dealer than peace.
Truce? What do you mean truce? The guns are already on their way. All right, forget it. I'll reroute the shipment to the Balkans. When they say they're going to have a war, they keep their word.